Hey there, this is Faris from ASKFaris, and I'm doing something very, very special, guys. This is my first time doing an interview with one of my clients, guys. It's been a long time coming, but this is actually one of my very first clients when I first initially took that step out into that second level of entrepreneurship, stepping out into developing my own marketing company. And I have with me today Mark Bush from #Live Intentional. He is an author. He's doing some incredible things out here in his space. So I wanted to bring him on board just to go through and have a casual conversation over some things that he has accomplished over the last year, and just how it was actually working with ASKFaris, and we're just gonna have a dialogue with that. So again, welcome, Mark.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Again, this is Mark. So Mark, just start off by telling them just a little bit about yourself and what our connection was and how we got to this journey.
All right. So a little bit about me. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Served in the military. Got out of the military to look into starting a new career, and then starting my own businesses, as well as becoming an author. Me and Faris, we met actually back in 2004. Me and Faris actually served in the Air Force together, where we went to our first base together, we went to Iraq together, and then we came on back, and it's been a friendship ever since.
And one thing Mark is not telling me, like, Mark is a natural born leader, and that's one thing I love working with passionate individuals. Like that's one of the top priorities when it comes to actually me actually selecting the type of clients I like working with. But Mark has been very passionate, very instrumental. I remember actually meeting Mark again in the basic training, the tech school area in the military, and Mark always exuded confidence. He always was that natural leader, and I was that guy who was in the back, was like, okay, what's up with this guy? But little did I know that I'll be meeting not only a best friend, but also we travel down many different roads together. So I just want to say welcome and thank you as well for your friendship. But one thing I want Mark to come in and actually talk a little bit about is actually working with me. I tell people I am a very straightforward person. When it comes to businesses, I love to see businesses thrive. I like to see people's passion actually take position to actually flourish. And so, so Mark was my very, very first client. And he authored a book, and we'll probably talk about a little bit how he got started with that as well. But he authored a book. But Mark, I just wanted to kind of segue into that right there, how we connected and how this happened.
Absolutely. Just like Faris said, he works hard for other people to get ahead. And one of the things I used to do is I live about an hour and a half south of Atlanta from where he lives. And I would come up here some days, and he's in his office working extremely hard for other individuals. I'm just sitting there in his office, and I saw this book on the shelf, and I look at Faris like, Faris, I could do this. I could put my own book out. Mm-hmm. And not only was I able to put one book out, I was able to do 2 in 1 year. I did a book for students as well. And one thing that I really appreciated about Faris was he held me accountable to my thoughts. He held me accountable to my dreams. And he said, why not? I was able to push 2 books out within a 4-month period of time.
And that's one thing, like most people, I know I'm going to raise my hand, I'm still working on my first book, but most people, they use that excuse if I don't have time. Most people use the excuse, well, hey, I'm not an author, or I don't have a publishing company, or whatever excuse they could pull out. But one thing, Mark took some action, and that's one thing where, and I told him, I was like, hey, if we're going to go through and work together, I want to see the action, but he has done an incredible job, reached over 2,000 individuals when it comes to his first year book sales, and he's actually approaching his year as well. So not only is congratulations in order for that, but he's living an intentional life. He's living within his lane. And that's one thing that I love to go through and express with entrepreneurs, to go through and find whatever your purpose is, find whatever your passion is, and live within that passion and purpose as well. So, and I know that he has that as well. So, Mark, I'm going to segue. I know you wrote the book. We brainstormed our strategy on how we're going to get the book out there. Kind of just go over some of the numbers. Like I know we said like 2,000 books were sold, and some of the impact that was actually had with the book.
So for me, starting out, I've never done web design. Faris did that. Faris created my website. He even went outside the box to how we can strategize the social media aspect of marketing this book. After creating the website, following people to the website from my Facebook, we were able to create an audience. I went from the first day of releasing the book, I sold 25 copies the first day. I'm a no one. I'm a nobody. Never altered a book whatsoever. But I went from 0 books sold to 25 in one day. Within that week, I sold over 200 copies. And then over the course of the year, 2,000 plus books sold from a nobody author.
And one thing about Mark, I will say, Mark, he's the type of person where he's driven by his passion. He's not all about the financial gain. And I will say that, and sometimes I get on him like, hey, we got to go through and make this money to make sure everything's taken. But he's never been like that. And that he's driven by that passion. And that's one thing that I love that I see within him as well. And that's one thing that really connected with me when I got behind his purpose and I was able to serve him. It just some big things happened. So I'm just excited about this journey that he's actually started. I'm excited about he's approaching his first year mark, and he has a lot of great things. I know he's getting ready to probably do a few other things. You want to let the cat out the bag, or?
So we are actually going to be releasing the book a second time, but we're going to do 100 books giveaway. And through Faris's advice, what we're doing is we're going to make sure that they share this video. And that's one thing he does, is he thinks outside the box. Me, I just wanted to put a flyer up celebrating 1 year. But Faris actually understands the value in momentum, the value in keeping your project going and keeping it on the forefront of others' individual minds. Something that I don't really think about all the time, but he's the one that always calls me out, and he's been a great counselor when it comes to marketing my expertise. And
I know Mark wouldn't mind, but I'm going to go through and include a link within this, up under this video as well, for those that are looking to actually live intentionally. For those that are looking to go on a journey, this is a 52-week journey of actual steps. It's not about feeling good, it's actually taking steps. And Mark, you can tell a little bit about your book as well, but it's actually taking steps in your life where you're actually doing things to make others actually feel better about themselves.
Through the course of my life, I learned what resiliency was when I was at a young age through an event that happened in my life. And I'm not going to spoil it because I want you to get the book. Yeah, I share it in the book, the story that shaped who I am today. Gave me the coping mechanisms to get through life, to get through depression. And what I did is I sat down and I started writing. And in the course of writing, I said, I don't want people to sit on the couch reading my book. I want to get people out and give them the experience that's going to bring the purpose back into their life. So it's all about living to inspire, living to impact other people, being a blessing to others, and watch what it does to your life. It brings purpose. It brings success. It brings pride in everything that you do. And so it's hashtag live intentionally. You can find it on mrintentional.com as well.
And also on Amazon as well. I'm so proud of his journey. I'm so proud of our friendship, but I'm proud of where he's going as well. So, guys, I wanted to just bring my first client, my first guest, Mark Bush from hashtag Mr. Intentional, with his book Live Intentionally as well. I just want to go through and say thank you for coming by. Thank you for just taking a moment. We just said we're going to go through and do something different. And again, if you would like to have this book, please click the link below. His book link will be below. Go through. It is a great investment, not only for yourself, but also for your children as well. So again, this is Faris from ASKFaris. And again, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a small business owner who's looking to go through and explode your business, meaning you're looking for more customers to come and support your business, please feel free to actually go to AskFaris.com. DM me, IM me, PM me, text me, whatever you got to do to get on my calendar. I would love to go through and actually speak with you about your dreams, your goals, and your purpose for your business. All right? This is Faris again from AskFaris signing off.